die for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
My bad, bro. I had an issue at work. You heard me?
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On second down, Etienne once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Tua on 4th down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett rolling to his right. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jordan Matthews, 84 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Brissett. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. 2nd down, Brissett. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Brissett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the foot. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit...
That's caught inside the 20.
Terry.
They're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play here for Dallas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll go for a gain of 7.
Let it go again.
And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, here's Tua. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Firing quickly here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll drop this one off with Etienne. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Ooh, you dirty dog.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Great passes, bro.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Brissett. And that
Goodness gracious.
Incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now. Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's going to go up top
Jesus
again.
Christ.
And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 28-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Oh, he bowls over him. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Kill. 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, baby.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A give running right, Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A handoff for Etienne. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Tua now on 1st down. Steps away. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Tua now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mike 12. Mike 12. We own them. Mike 12. Mike 12. It's our field.
Tua on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Play fake, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down, Dallas.
You better be afraid of me. 38 for Mike. Let's go. Pay for this. Whip.
Hey, kill. Go.
Brissett to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A first down throw for Brissett. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 17, Tua in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tua. Being chased out left. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd down, Herbert. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Open man here is Conklin. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.